Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be doing a different type of video. This is going to be a possible storage solution for Middara Unintentional Malum Act 1. In my original playthroughs of Middara, at the end I showed a storage solution that worked pretty well, but I did get some emails and comments about people not being able to get that storage solution in their country, or possibly it was too expensive with shipping, so I wanted to find another one that you could possibly use in place of the one I originally was using. So I did a lot of searches for an insert that I think would be really good, and the one I found was from a company called Fancy But Functional. So I reached out to him and they gave me a copy of the insert that is used for Middara. And I'm excited to show you what it is, how it's put together, and what to expect when you go ahead and pick up the insert. For the company Fancy But Functional, I'm going to put a link to their company in the description below, and I'm also going to put a link to this exact insert that you can go ahead and check out. I'm also going to try to put a link to it up here if I can as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to get when you decide to pick up the Middara Unintentional Malum Act 1 insert from Fancy But Functional. So I've removed the top of the box because I want to show you how exactly this all is going to fit in. Of course, I've got bags everywhere because I just love bags in my games. This way I have packed it is without the miniatures inside. There are two different ways you can put this together. You can put this together with the miniatures in the box along with all the other parts, or you can do it without the miniatures. I leave my miniatures in a curio cabinet, so I don't actually put them back in the box. So the entire insert fits perfectly inside this box. We're going to remove this, which is just the map, and here's everything you're ever going to need. I still have some card sleeves from the Unintentional Malum Act 1 Kickstarter. I still have some of the bags that we have, and here's some more bags. But check this out. I've got not only the rule book in here, but I've also got the update pack. I have the press pack. I've got the Unintentional Malum Act 1 crawl mode. I've got the diagram book. I've even got our stat sheet that we're playing with right now. And look, even the huge giant book fits inside of this insert. And here's all the rest of the things perfectly placed in all the different places. It comes with two of these that you can put all the different status tokens in. And they fit really well in there, and they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. This is a pretty easy assembly. I didn't have any problems at all, and I'll show you quickly how I did this. Here's one of the parts of the insert. I want to show you kind of how this works. This is really cool. They all come kind of packaged in parts. I've had them all rubber banded together, which is really nice. It saved me time figuring out what goes what. But if, say, you all of a sudden you're not exactly sure if a piece goes with something, right down here, every one of them does come with a number that clues you in as to where it's supposed to go in the build. So these are all number 6 right down here. So I know that that is what they're going to do. And then I can dry fit these together to see how they're going to fit. And notice, I'm not having to do any pressure on them. They just fit nicely in, nice and snug, just like that. Now, of course, we are going to be gluing these, so I'll show you that in a second. But just trying to dry fit this together, everything fits together nicely, perfectly, just like that. Oh, it's just so good. I love the craftsmanship on this. This is such a good piece. Like I said, they just slide right in, and I don't have to force them. I don't have to try to maneuver them exactly right. On top of that, even the parts that come where they're supposed to be attached to other surfaces are really already taken care of. One of them is right here. It's pretty flush as it is. I don't have to sand it at all. These come, I guess you could say pre-sanded, but it's not even a sanding. It's just the way it's laser cut. It's absolutely phenomenal. Here I'm just quickly demonstrating how I built this insert. I have just a dead brush here, and I just put some wood glue over here on this cloth. And I've just gone ahead and touched up all the different parts here that are indented. And that's where I'm going to fit those pieces together. And once they're put in there, they fit in really well. So I'm just going to go around each little part here, putting the glue, and then we're going to see how it all fits together. Once I have that side glued, we're going to take the part that's going to go next to it. Of course, we're going to check to make sure it's the right piece. We have a 6 written right here, so we know that goes with that piece. So we're going to make sure, again, just to set it next to it to make sure we're gluing. We're going to just do the insides here with some wood glue, just painting it up really nicely. And once we get that painted up, we're just going to square it up and glue it right into that area there. With that glued, we're just going to take our board, stick it together just like this. Now I've taken the 6 on this side, and I could pick either side, but I've chosen this side. We're going to put these right here together just like that, and it fits in nicely, perfectly just like that, and it sits. We're now going to glue the rest of these together to see the rest of the product. So we have our last piece that is all set to go. I've gone ahead and put glue on all the different sides. There's one side I forgot to put a little bit of glue on. We're going to get a little bit of our glue, put it right here along this one edge that we have left to put together. We've put glue on all of these edges here. I'm going to find that 6 again, which is right there, flip it, and put it right together, just like that. It fits right in there, nice and snugly, but not too hard to fit in. Perfect. Oh, it fell down. How about that? And it's still in one piece. What do you know? So I just kind of push it together a little bit, firmly but gently, you know, how you always do things. Firmly but gently. If there's any extra glue, I just kind of wipe it off a little bit, and there we go. That is done. This is one of our pieces of insert. It was that quick and easy to put together. I am super impressed by the craftsmanship and quality of this insert, being able to put it together just so nice and easy. Again, the numbers on these help so much in figuring out what parts go with what, and they dry fit together and glue together super, super easy. And they're like just perfect. It's going to be awesome. Let's continue on, and let me show you the rest of what we have for this insert. Now that you see how it's all assembled, let's continue on to show you what else there is in here. This, of course, is holding all of our stamina points and our health tokens and some of these used tokens. There's also one right down here that holds all of the different terrain changing tokens. We have these right here. They all fit right inside of this one. We have a place to hold all of our dice, which is fantastic. I love it. And we have another one that holds these. They have actually a couple extra ones that we can store whatever we want. So I did put my laser pointer in there and a whole nother set of dice. We have all the standees. I took those out and put them inside this one right here and this one right here, which was built for the different standees for Middara. Of course, not everything is a miniature yet. It's all coming. But right now we have those. Here is the one that holds all of our things we use for the bottom of the bases for our enemies. We put that there. I again have a bunch more tokens because you know there's a lot of tokens in this game, but they have a place for almost every one of them without any problem. Then check these out. These are really cool. These slide out perfectly. It holds all of our map tiles just like that. I can put them right back in and place them down inside the box. This is unbelievable. And the quality is just amazing at how this works, as you saw in my putting it together video. We're going to slide these right back in here and place them back in the box and move on to the next one. They slide right in there, boom, 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 ready to go. Here's another one. We've got, we'll just pull them both out. And then underneath here, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Underneath, first we've got these. This is great because, look, it even fits all of those cards. And mine are all sleeved with that sexy sleeve box that we got from the Kickstarter. So all of these cards fit in there without any problem. This is all the stuff from the 1.1 update. Of course, my game itself is the 1.0 game, but this is, I still have all the 1.1 update stuff for it. Here is the cream de crop. Check this thing out. This holds all of our cards. Every card we need is inside this thing, and it fits it perfectly. You have all of these up here, the tarot cards. Here are all of your small cards, and it even comes with the dividers right here. And these dividers slide in and out just unbelievably easy. There's some other inserts I've gotten where I have to kind of push these down and really hard to get in, but everything in this insert has fit phenomenally together. It is absolutely impressive how easy this stuff all fits together. I even have an extra spot back here that has our characters that we're using right now in our playthrough. And I've kept, of course, all of the hidden cards are hidden still. But when I get to the point I need to open them, they'll have a slot in here as well. And so will the medium cards right here. And the other packet that we have is that extra large pack. They're already inside of this one right here. You can see them right down there. So that's it. This is the insert. This is amazing. Let's go ahead and put it all right back into the box. It's easy to do. We just follow the instructions online. It shows you exactly where every part of this goes. Now, before I do want to talk about one thing, and that's, let's say you decide to use the miniatures. Then you could still put these miniatures in here, and it is going to raise the box lid up to about here. And if you do that, you have to use something else. You'll have to use these. These, once assembled, are going to fit in the corners of your box, and they're going to be the thing that hold this lid up. So after you glue them in, you're going to put them down in here, and look how it does actually raise the height of this box, as you can see. It raises up a little bit, but not much, but just enough that they're going to need these to protect anything else that's in this box. Now, I haven't assembled them because I don't use them. Like I said, my miniatures are actually all in a curio cabinet already. I don't even use this thing anymore. So you just reassemble it just like you did before. Now, of course, one of the downsides to having an insert like this is it is going to add more weight to this game and to this box. This box is already pretty heavy. Middara is a pretty heavy game to begin with, but this will add more weight to it than it was before. But, you know, you just sometimes just have to go with it. I actually enjoy having an insert like this as opposed to not. So let's continue just putting everything right back into this box. It's going to fit just perfectly. Yeah, it's super easy just to put it all back. I mean, and then even going to the table, it is so much faster because here I go, I've got all my tokens. I don't have to try to dig for them. They're all right here. And I leave them written this way so I know exactly what these are. So I got my Dodge token. Here it is. I know exactly where it is and what it does. You can, of course, put them in this way if you can remember all the pictures, but I'm not really good at the pictures sometimes. So I like to make sure I have all the writing in the right direction. You just place everything just right back into the box perfectly. And it's almost, it's just so nice. I'm really, really impressed with this insert. So you have it, everything's in there. All we have to do is place all of our books back in here. I kind of start with this one first because well, that's the behemoth right there. That thing's amazing. And it fits right in there perfectly. Then I put all the other books on top. And the last one I put in is, of course, the rule book because it's the bigger one and it slides in just like that. That's it. Oh, we can actually turn it around. Now we've got the spirals that way. That's a better idea. Of course, the playmats, if you have them, will not fit in the insert, but they never fit in the box to begin with. So you have to find another solution for those. But that's not too big of a problem. These go right here, and you put your card thing right on top, and oh my gosh, this is amazing. Fancy but functional, put out a fantastic Middara insert. I strongly recommend this insert over any of the other ones I've seen out there that I've had a chance to look at. This goes together really easily. It comes pre-cut and ready to go. All you have to do is glue it together. It's just so much simpler than some of the other inserts I've ever received. That's it. That's the video for Middara Unintentional Malum Act 1, a storage solution possibility from Fancy But Functional. Again, I'm going to leave a link to the description to their company and also this insert in the description below. And like I said, I'll try to put it up here if I can. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol. And then you'll know when more even Middara comes out, because I will be continuing, of course, our playthrough. At the time of this recording, we're right knee-deep in the middle of our campaign, and we're continuing forward. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. Again, thank you so much for watching. And if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.